So friends, what we're going to talk about today is Cal Spa Diverter valves. Now I don't sell the whole valve like this for a Cal Spa. You can buy complete valves, but they would not have the Cal Spa cap on it. But you see I just pulled this cap off, and this is a Cal Spa, what we call a teardrop. So I'm going to show you how this thing goes together and give you a little bit of insight on some of the things to look for. So if you've got one of these caps blowing off, if you look inside of this, it actually says the word buttress right there. Now what happens is, what that means is the threads on this are different than a standard diverter cap thread. Most threads on screws are V-shaped like this. These are shaped like this. They're flat on the bottom and then they have a V to them at the top. That's what this means, and they thought that would be a better design and it would stay on better. But you can also see that the threads are kind of thin on this. So what actually happens is, and I'm going to just pull this out and take this off. What actually happens is you see how this thread is sticking through this collar. So the way a hot tub is they drill a hole in the shell and they mount this collar. You see there's a nut on the back. Then this part sticks through the collar. You see that? So over a period of time, when your hot tub gets some age on it, things can start to sag. And what will happen is it'll start pushing in like that, so you have less thread to hook to. You see that? And you can see that there's a space down here. So what you have to do is, in some cases, get under the tub and push this back through, which is a lot of times easier said than done. And I have some videos about other ways that you can do that on YouTube. Another way in this particular cap is to trim the edge off of this to expose more thread, so it goes down further, so you can see it would hit the edge of that. So just a heads up of how it goes together. You see there's an O-ring that fits in that groove. There's two O-rings on the stem valve, is what this part right here is, and you can see the new ones are actually reinforced. They're a lot thicker. There's two small O-rings and they go on a collar here. So basically what you would do is put those two on this little collar here. You would slip this inside of the cap like that, wet it, put Vaseline on it, whatever you got to do to get it together like that. You see what that looks like. And then you stick it down in and you thread it on. And then the other thing that you would do is this actually, the stem actually has a groove that it has to fit in the bottom right here. And this one is actually not in the groove, so if you look down in there, I'm going to try to turn it and get it to snap in. There's actually a little spot down there. Yeah, it's almost there. There's a little spot down there that it has to fit in to be able to move. I'm going to put my cap on here so I can turn it. There we go. So it's actually passed. Now you can see that it stops at a certain spot, so it'll go both directions and completely stop. So those are the ins and outs of this. We sell the cap, the teardrop cap or knob. We sell the cap itself, buttress alone. We sell the stem alone. We sell the O-rings alone, or we have kits with the cap, the cap, the teardrop handle, and the 3 O-rings, or the stem. So we have all those different configurations in our websites. By today, I don't know much, but I do know hot tubs. I am the spa guy. And by the way, if you have a situation where you need the whole valve, you would modernize it and move to the newest version of the valve. And I have kits that have all the plumbing and stuff in it that you would need to do this job. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the spa guy. I don't know much, but I do know hot tubs.